In this video, we are going to learn about amphibians. The word amphibians comes from a Greek word that means living in two worlds. This relates to amphibians because they live in water and on land. Amphibians are small vertebrates that need water or a moist environment to survive. Most amphibians begin their lives in the water and then as they mature go through changes that allow them to live on both land and water. Amphibians are able to absorb water through their very thin skin. This means they are able to breathe through their skin by taking the oxygen from the water. Reptiles, on the other hand, can't do this because they have scaly skin, where amphibians will either have warts or smooth skin that is always moist. Amphibians have special skin glands that produce useful proteins. These proteins have a multitude of functions that help the amphibian to survive. These proteins can transport water, oxygen, and carbon dioxide either into the body or out of it. Some of these proteins act as a defense for the amphibian. They release these proteins when they are threatened by a harmful pathogen or a predator. The protein either destroys or creates a shield to help protect the amphibian.
Frogs are short-bodied, tailless amphibians that belong to the order Anura. They are the most common and diverse amphibians, being found virtually everywhere except for in some deserts, like the Sahara or Arctic. In this video, you can see the tongue of the frog is attached to the front of its mouth and is shot out at under 0.07 milliseconds to catch its food. One species found in our area is the gray tree frog. They live their lives in trees, have large suction cups for toes, and can change color like chameleons to blend in with their surroundings. Toads are also a part of the order Anura, and are actually just a certain kind of frog. They are essentially frogs that have warts on them. They can be found on all continents except for Antarctica. One common misconception that some people have about toads is that you can get warts by touching them. This is actually a myth, as viruses are what give you warts, and toads don't secrete these from their skin. In Ontario, the Fowler's toad is endangered and only found in the northern shores of Lake Erie. They possess poison to protect themselves from predators that try to eat them. Salamanders have lizard-like appearances, which means that they have blunt snouts and short limbs that protrude at right angles from their bodies. They also have tails as both juveniles and adults. Most salamanders are found in the northern hemisphere across North America, Europe, and Asia. Some also live in Central and South America. Salamanders have this special ability to regenerate limbs that they have completely lost. Medical researchers are looking into this and hoping to find applications for human medicine. The spotted salamander lives on land as an adult, is sensitive to acidity in water, and can live for over 30 years in the wild. In a similar story to toads and frogs, newts are a certain kind of salamander. We have over 100 species that can be found in North America, Europe, North Africa, and Asia. Some newts are known to contain poison so harmful to humans that it could kill us. There are even records of indigenous people using newts in poison warfare. The red-spotted newt is one of 2 newt species in Ontario and is endangered here. They have the uncanny ability to return to the same place where they were born when they lay their eggs, just like salmon. These poisonous creatures are also toxic enough to kill every predator that they have here except for garter snakes. Caecilians are serpentine-like, limbless amphibians. Due to the fact that they live underground, they are the least well known. They are found in Central and South America, Africa, Southeast Asia, and Indonesia. Their name translated from Latin means blind ones, as they can't see color, but only sense the difference between light and darkness. Some can grow to be over 5 feet long. The most common earth-dwelling caecilian is called the ringed caecilian. It has what looks to resemble venom glands, which are found in both snakes and lizards.
Amphibians have similar life cycles. They all start their lives as eggs laid in water to prevent them from drying out. After they hatch, not all amphibians take the same path. However, they all undergo something called metamorphosis. This means that they drastically change their bodies to do things they couldn't do before. For example, frogs and toads are born with tails, and by the end of metamorphosis, they lose the tails and grow legs.
It's time for Conservation Considerations! In this segment, we hope to inspire you by sharing what Arasha is doing at Cedar Haven to care for God's creation through conservation. Indicator species are used by ecologists to help assess the health of an ecosystem because they're very sensitive to any negative changes. Amphibians are good indicator species because at all stages of life, amphibians rely on their skin to absorb gases, like oxygen, and liquids, like water. If pollutants are present in the atmosphere, water, or soil, they will negatively affect amphibians. Additionally, amphibians are both predators and prey, so many other animals are affected by them. This means that amphibian populations can be monitored in order to see if any negative trends may be starting to occur.
So, since amphibians are indicator species, we monitor them here at Cedar Haven. Our conservation team records frogs, toads, and salamander species that are present. In this way, we have an early warning detective system to show us if there are any pollutants entering our water, air, or food chains. If you want to help amphibians, you can download the iNaturalist app. And then, whenever you see an amphibian, snap a photo of it and upload it.
Thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed learning about what an amphibian is, their diversity, and how they contribute to ecosystem conservation.